and konbanwa, wherever you are in the world. This is Rita Kamishiro, and you are now listening to the comfiest corner of the internet, RKNGL Radio, where you can kick back, relax, and enjoy the company of me, all the amazing archangels we have here, and our lovely guest. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello, everyone. I'm Yura Rikuto, a Dillahan collecting hearts to get ahead. Woo!
Woo! And if you haven't checked out Yura, I don't know why you haven't. Her information is in the title and the description, so be sure to check her out and drop a subscribe if you haven't yet already. Thank you so much for being here, Yura. How are you feeling? I know you just came off of another stream, but what's the vibe? What's the mood?
We're doing good. We didn't drink, even though it was a bar stream. It was just water because I need to come here and be sober to see you again.
Water is a drink. Water is a drink.
Yeah,
you have drinks at a bar, so it makes sense. But tell us more about yourself. You know, Yura Rikudo, collecting hearts to get ahead. What do we expect to see on your channel from such a very multi-talented streamer such as yourself?
Oh. I play a lot of games. I mainly play games. I love games. I feel like game is my life. Without it, there would be no Yura. So it's not games. But I also really like making music. So I think those two are the main things you can usually see. But I also like to dabble into things like ASMR.
Right. And you do well.
Streams.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's
so many compliments.
That's just a heads up, everyone. That's a sneak preview and what it's like in the Prism Slack and the Prism Discord.
Yeah,
but
you guys always lifting everyone up.
Oh, it's only because everyone else is. You know, it's called reflecting the general mood of the rest of Prism Project. But you said that you like to do music, and for those who are fans of you, such as myself, they know about all the music that you've put out. But I know recently you put out a cover of City of Stars. I'm gonna drop a link in the chat for folks to check that out. But why did you choose City of Stars? It's beautiful.
I think if I say this, Ryan Gosling is, I don't know, the term Gosling seems to be very popular in the VTuber community. And I think it's a song that's about people chasing their passions, right?
Oh,
and picking their
I love
passions.
that. Yeah.
So I really resonated with that. It's just
right. Oh, I
have you seen it?
What, La La Land?
Yeah.
A long time ago. So I know a couple of the songs, but maybe I'll have to rewatch it now that I've listened to your City of Stars cover a few times. So tell us about the process. Is there anything special about City of Stars, behind the scenes, that you want to share?
Because I played the piano instrumental myself for this one. So I guess that was the little fun tidbit of it.
Did you hear that, everyone? Say it again. Oh my gosh.
Oh, I played the piano myself.
Oh my gosh. See, this is what I said when Yura is very multi-talented. So, do you play any other instruments?
I play the guitar.
Oh my gosh. And how long have you been playing guitar and piano?
Piano. I think piano. It's hard to say because I played for fun, right? I don't play it for any exams.
Sure.
So I think I started when I was around, I think for you humans, I think it's around when I was 7.
Self-taught since 7 years old.
No. My mother is a piano instructor.
Oh, okay. Still though, that's amazing.
Yeah. It makes more sense on and off now, right?
You know, I didn't even realize it was so. I was so taken aback. Everything, was blended so well together. I was so taken aback by your vocals, and then just knowing that you're piano too. We should do a piano viola someday.
Yes, let's do it.
What piece would you want to do?
I don't know. What should we do? Should we do our own arrangement of something? Wouldn't that be fun?
Oh yeah! Is there a video game with an OST that you really like?
I like Final Fantasy or RPGs. What about you?
Wait.
Is there an RPG?
Can you do Final Fantasy 13?
Oh, okay. Yeah, we can do that. Yes.
Oh my gosh. The one that goes like da 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 da, da. Or
Da, da,
the
da, da,
yeah.
da. Hey. We can do that. We can do that.
Okay, I'll ping you afterwards. Let me find
Okay,
ping you
let's
this
do that.
morning.
Mass Effect song cover.
Oh, Mass Effect would be
Effect.
super cool. Oh, but
I
Kirito
think-
also says
yeah.
original instrument song would be cool. I don't know. I'm not
okay.
a composer. Do you compose music?
I try to.
I think I heard something on guitar that you put together, right?
Yeah,
Really
I'm
cool.
trying to like compose my own EP. Trying.
Oh, that's so cool. Yura, you are so
Trying.
cool.
Oh,
you know in those like movies, in those movies they have
Mhm.
like the cool kid at school that everyone wants to like be friends with. That's you. Like
thank
super
you, thank you.
cool
But
and
you-
really nice.
You are multi-talented too.
Oh,
Like I feel like there's
thank you.
nothing that I can't depend on you for. That's how Rita is
I
like.
really have to say
Like,
for
if
you
you-
too. Yeah.
Oh.
You're very
Like if
dependable.
you,
Mhm.
yeah. Like if there's any crisis, you'd be like, oh no, I don't know how to do this, Rita. How do I solve
Oh,
this? And I'm
thank
pretty sure
you.
Rita will solve it for you. She'd be like, okay, these are the options. She'll like put up a slide. Okay, you can do this or this or this or this.
That's
Go.
like mom mode.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. But you mentioned City of Stars. You chose it because it was a song about chasing your passions. What else inspires your music? And Demon Warrior,
What else
thank you for the 20 gifted memberships.
Thank you.
Oh my
Thank you, thank
gosh.
you.
But go ahead. I'm sorry.
No worries, no worries. Thank you for the gifted subs. I guess. What else? For music, right? I think it's just like maybe you might relate to this. Like I listened to Vocaloid growing up, right?
Yeah.
So Vocaloid is a lot of songs about people's repressed like feelings or like a story they want to like paint.
Oh, yeah,
Like
yeah.
they usually do like characters and stuff, like a lot of imagery.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
So I really like that kind of like songwriting where they tell like stories through like imageries. Like it's a little bit like story writing, right? But in the
Right.
song of like in form of a song.
Yeah.
So I feel like a lot of Vocaloid songs are like that. So I feel like that inspired me to like want to make my own.
Okay, like tell a story. Tell the story of who you are, what the things that you experience.
Yeah.
I also
Yeah.
really like the ones that tell like an abstract feeling, And it's so artistic in that sense. It's almost like you're reading a poem.
Yeah. That's why like Vocaloid songs are such a unique medium.
I know. I wish more people appreciated like Vocaloid music, and it's so vast too. Like there's so many different genres. Is there a specific Vocaloid song that kind of is like that for you?
There's this one that every time I listen to it, I still feel like I'm so touched by it. I don't know if you have heard of it. Perfectionist Complex. It's a
No.
Luca song.
I haven't. Tell us about it.
Yeah. So it's just like it's okay if things aren't perfect because life is still beautiful and worth living despite not having things being perfect. So I really, really like that one.
I love that. I love that. See, that's the beauty of Vocaloid because sometimes they talk about like really tough things, but then sometimes they're really uplifting and they really reach all sorts of genres. Oh my gosh! I want to do a Vocaloid song cover soon now.
Do you have a favorite?
Do
What
I
about
have a
you? Do you
favorite
have a-
Vocaloid song? That's really tough. I'd have to say I don't have a favorite because I have so many that I really like, and it really depends on the mood that I'm in. Like what Vocaloid song I say is my favorite. But I remember I covered Suki Kirai with Ludo, right, for an anniversary.
Yeah.
And I remember I got the mix back from our mixer, and I almost wanted to cry because I thought, oh my gosh. Little Rita would be so happy to see that I get to like sing this song that I used to listen to all the time when I was younger. But I don't know. I think Vocaloid has a huge nostalgia factor for me as well.
I really, really like it whenever I hear you sing like jazz songs because the power when you sing like jazzy songs, I'm like, ooh.
I love like the calming quality of your voice. Even when you're singing something like really powerful, like your voice is almost like a lullaby. Like it's so soothing.
Yeah.
like it's like a flowing river. That's what I love about Prism Girls. We all have like a unique like voice type, and we all blend together really well, I think.
Yeah. I love it. Like Rita organizes like choruses, and she's like, I feel like she's the only one who's capable of doing
No,
like
God.
such chaotic collabs. Because I can't imagine like needing to organize something that big.
Imagine like a full prism, like because last time it was Gen 1
Yeah.
through 3,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I'm really tempted to do like a Gen 1 through 4.
Do you have a song in mind if you were gonna do like 1 to 4?
I do not. Do you? Do you?
No.
I'm wondering how I can fit everyone in. Like, we need to find either a big song, or do you actually do you know the song Alice in Musicland? I think I brought it up like a long time ago. I think maybe if we did something like that, like an 11-minute song.
So everyone gets to like have their part to shine, eh?
Right. I think maybe if we like don't focus too much on the video, I think we'll have enough budget to mix everyone in for an 11-minute song.
I also really liked what's it called? Bossa Nova vocaloid.
Yes, I love
That
bossa
one?
nova. That's such a fun genre. Or is it like
Yeah.
Or is that a
There's
song?
this like bossa. There's this bossa nova like medley
Oh,
a vocaloid song.
you'll have to
It's
send
really
it to
nice.
me
Maybe
later.
yes, I'll send it to you. Maybe it will like spark your inspiration.
I love bossa nova. It reminds me of summer. Yeah. Speaking of bossa nova summer songs, do you know Twice? Do you listen to Twice?
No, my K-pop like knowledge is very boomer.
My K-pop knowledge is only relegated to like Twice and well, actually, like I'm not really caught up with like the newer groups. Like Les Seraphim and groups like that, but like I really like ITZY or aespa, Twice, Stray Kids, so like that generation, more like.
I am stuck in Big Bang generation.
Oh, but
so-
Big Bang has good music.
I feel like Big Bang and 2NE1 generation sounds more
Yeah.
J-pop. Like they sound
Right.
more right. They sound more
Right.
like pop than the K-pop that we know now.
Right, because K-pop I think nowadays is very, I think K-pop and Western music is starting to like blend together a lot. But I love 2NE1. I remember at I was with my friends for New Year's. We were all sitting on the couch. We had face masks and we were just trying to relax. But we decided to listen to 2NE1 as we were counting down the end of 2021.
Aww.
Oh my gosh! But you were saying, go ahead.
Yeah, I want to know like how did you find out about K-pop? Like when's your like first like how did you touch K-pop?
How did
it touch you?
How did I touch K-pop? So I think it was around the time I was in Cyber Angel training. I think my younger sister was super into K-pop, and I was really into J-pop and like Annie songs. And then my sister would say like, "Oh, like check out this dance. Let's learn this dance." And so I started, I was like, "Oh, okay, super cool." And then I started learning the dances with my friend. We would learn a lot of like girl group dances, and from there I guess that's the short of it. That's how I got into K-pop. I actually think I started with Blackpink.
Oh, so if I play like any music, are you able to like jump into the choreography?
No, I can't do random dance play. I will have to say I do pick up song like dances pretty quickly, but I forget them very easily. That's another
okay.
thing.
So
Yeah.
you have to like go like review them before you do it.
Exactly. I can't memorize things very well. What was my first K-pop song? I think it was definitely a Blackpink song. Oh gosh, I don't know. I'd have to look, but it was definitely a Blackpink song.
Boombaya.
I think it was Boombaya actually. I think it was. Now that I think about it, but that's a good one. If you all haven't listened to K-pop, you can start there. But I think I've always really appreciated because for those who aren't super into like idols, there is a huge cultural difference between like J-pop idols and K-pop idols. And I think that's why I was more, I don't know, I think everyone has their own tastes, right? In the media they consume. But in the world of J-pop, it's more, the entertainment comes from being able to see your idols grow and learn and change and overcome obstacles. So it's a lot more focused on like, the concept of like aegyo, like the personality that you put out and like how earnest you are and how hardworking you are. But in the realm of K-pop, and this is not to say that this is a bad thing. In the realm of K-pop, the focus on entertainment is more so perfecting things. So like making sure your dance is on point, making sure your vocals are like locked on tight. And so that there's a difference there. But I think I'm a lot more attracted to, I guess, the J-pop idol.
Oh,
I don't know.
okay.
Does that make sense? I guess because I became an idol trainee because I wanted to learn, how to be better. And I think that's why, to me, the J-pop, I guess, way of idols appeals to me. How about you?
Aesthetic wise, so I can't speak too much about the culture because I don't know much about it. But like aesthetic wise, so I do like the K-pop aesthetics.
Right.
Like
the fashion,
the fashion,
and the music
yeah.
video.
Yeah. So for that, but I guess like I understand like for J-pop idols, I like how everyone just cheers you on to like grow, right? That kind of community I really like. Well, K-pop community feels a little bit more like you just come out OP.
Oh my gosh. And that's not to say, go ahead.
Yeah. Like you have to be OP or else you can't compete with the other OPs.
Right. And, oh my gosh. And I think both I guess idol cultures have their own difficulties, right? I think, in any sort of entertainment realm can follow its own different kinds of trouble, right?
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
There's like the pros and cons of everything.
Right. Yeah, but the world of idols can be very, I guess, complicated. But how about you, as a multi-talented idol yourself, how do you go about learning so many different things? How do you balance all of your interests and the work that you do?
So this is really silly. I grew up liking like spy movies.
Oh,
and I really like Batman. So when I watch like spy movies as a kid, right? All the spies, like James Bond and everyone, they're always like they can do anything.
Yeah. Oh my god.
So little Yura was like, so I can do everything too.
What's that
so
one
that's
song?
how.
Where it's like, if you can do anything, I can do better.
Yeah, so to me, right, I was like, oh, so I want to be able to do like all these things too, so that I can be a spy when I grow up. So I was like telling my mom like I want to go to like tennis class, I want to go to ballet,
Wow.
I want to do it all.
Oh my gosh. So do you ever find yourself at a point where, or do you ever find yourself thinking like, oh man, there's so many things I want to do, but not enough time?
Yeah, that is everyone's problem, right?
How do you
Like-
choose, to prioritize some things over others?
I guess it's just by how I feel at that point. Like if there's something that like for now, right? Lately I started taking Kudo.
You're so cool.
Because-
You're so strong.
Because there's like a Japanese like association near me, so I was like, lately I've been playing a lot of FPS and I've been like learning Japanese, and then every time I drive by, I'm like, I'm so tempted, so let's do it. So I think like whatever I'm doing currently will inspire me to like broaden what I want to do next.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, and I think that
Are you
makes
the
sense.
same?
I was about to say I really agree. I think for people kind of like us who like being busy, I think because sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm so tired, but I can't go without doing something, right? Like I have to occupy myself.
Yeah.
You kind of have to do that, right? You have to just think about what your mind wants at the moment, and then you just gotta follow whatever urge you have to try something.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
that's how you
exactly,
keep yourself
exactly.
on. That's how you keep yourself, I guess, your brain active.
Yeah. I know you're good at baking, right? You have a bakery.
Oh gosh, I'm not good at baking bread, but I actually like baking cakes. Yeah, I haven't baked a cake in a while, but like I like baking and decorating cakes. So I might get back into that soon once I go full.
Have you? Oh, no. Sorry, I'm talking
No,
over
it's
you.
okay.
But that's all
Go ahead.
Have you ever taken classes for like baking and stuff?
No, but I would love to.
Oh
my gosh. Yeah, baking cake is so fun. I think it's a lot easier than baking bread. I will have to say. Oh my gosh.
I guess it's because bread is very specific, right? You have to like this amount
it's a
for this amount in
science.
order for it to do that much of like what growth? What do you call
Yeah.
that? Like poofing?
Yeah, like yeast we shall rise. It's
Yeah.
a science. A science I haven't quite figured out yet. Baking a cake is not as difficult. Baking a cake is like biology class, and then making a bread is like chemistry class. It's a whole different kind of science.
Mm. And I feel like for cakes, right? A lot of like box cakes, also like pre-mixes
yeah.
are already ready
Right.
to like save time. You're like, okay, here, that's it.
Don't underestimate box cakes. They can be really good if you put the work in. Oh my gosh. But you're really I guess physically talented. What motivates you to work out, and like what do you find fun about it?
So because of media, I think it started with, I guess, like I like looking at aesthetic things, or who doesn't, right?
Right.
So I forgot how old I was in Dual Hand Were Human Years when Transformer came out.
Oh,
But when I look at Megan Fox,
I was just about to say, you're gonna say Megan Fox, aren't you? Oh my gosh.
when I look at Megan Fox, I'm like, nice.
Goals.
Nice. And then as a kid, you don't really know like all about, like, you don't have the knowledge of like fitness stuff. Like you thought people just grow like that, right? They just grew up like that.
Right.
And then as I got older and older, I started to realize like, oh, people work for their
Right.
bodies.
Exactly.
Oh.
And it's like, I have to actually work for it.
Yeah, so that I can look like Megan Fox.
So this is a possibility.
Yeah. So like
Oh
that.
my
I remember the thing that pushed me over to start my fitness journey was Asian genes, right? We don't have a lot of curves. We are pretty much like straight and flat, right? Pretty much. So one day when I was laying on my stomach on my bed, and when my sister came in, and she's like, "Damn, your ass is so flat. I thought it was your back." She's like, she says that my ass and my back is the same level, and I'm like, wait, am I that?
Oh no!
Am I that flat?
Emotional damage. Oh gosh.
What's going on? And I never even realized. So after that, I was like, okay, how can I grow a butt myself?
It's possible. It's possible. It's very possible. Your sister is very savage. And that was the day.
Yeah,
that was your villain origin story.
I baked a cake, Rita. I baked a different kind of cake.
A different kind
cakes
of cake.
now.
Oh my gosh! But I will have to say, like, I think like legs are a lot easier to work on than like arms and upper. I don't know. What do you think? For you personally, what is easier for you?
I think it's because like for girls, right? You like to see, like, I feel like for legs, the results are way faster and easier to like see.
Yeah.
Like visually, because our upper body, we don't have like a lot of testosterone.
Right.
So upper body muscles are really, really hard to like define.
Yeah.
But then for glutes on your legs, those are the fastest that you can see results on.
I agree. I think that's why I find it a lot easier. I always work on my legs. Oh my gosh.
Yep, exactly. And leg is your biggest muscle groups. So you're like, I look so strong. Nice.
So what's your weekly workout routine like then?
I do it by parts.
Okay.
So I have like legs, back, shoulders, and arms, like that. And then I have like a designated like cardio day.
Okay.
So I try to go like 3 to 5 days a week.
Oh, that's super cool. I used to be super back in Cyber Angel training. I was really like good at keeping up my workout routine. Like I did a 5K back in Cyber Angel training, and then afterwards, bleh. Or towards the end of Cyber Angel training, and when I left, I was like, bleh. But this is kind of embarrassing to say. I got back into exercise like the past month or so with Ring Fit Adventure. It was the past like month or two. And I've been very consistently doing it, like 3 or 4 times a week.
Nice. What level are you? Did you get to the end yet?
Not yet. But difficulty level, I think I'm at like 24. It's hard.
Oh, that's really intense.
It's really intense. Like I have to pause sometimes and get water for sure.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I think like the full level is 25, right? Damn, girl.
Really? No wonder I'm having so much trouble.
Yeah. If I remember, like 25 is the maximum, right?
Because
Damn,
I have to
Woo!
like pause and get water a lot. But I just recently went up to 24. And I did 24 with legs. I started off with legs, so I think that's why I was able to do it. But we'll have to see what level 24 is like on an arms day.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So I'll come back to that and let you all know. But
Do you find like
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh no, I was just saying before I was 24, I was at 20. And they were like, let's bump it up. And I was like, okay. So I tried it out for one day. And then I was like, this was really tough, but maybe I can keep going. But if 24 is too difficult, I might have to bump it down to 22. But go ahead.
Yeah, 24 has like a lot of reps, right? You have to like, 10 more?
Yeah, but the thing is, it's so much nicer for someone like me who doesn't get like an inherent like enjoyment out of exercise. That's how I'm able to keep going. Because if I were to try to do this myself, I would probably give up. But like with the music and with like the trainer and like the game aspect to it, I'm like, come on, you have to do it to save the world. It's just so motivating. So motivating.
It is. I tried it for like cardio days, and I really liked the intensity for cardio.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's really nice. And for those maybe who aren't huge fans of exercise, I highly recommend. Yeah. Are there any like workouts that are really intense for you? Like any like named or branded workouts?
Ring Fit is actually really intense for me.
Yeah, me
Ring
too.
Fit is very intense.
Have you ever heard of F45?
No. Let me check. F45.
Yeah. So while you're searching it up, I'll see if I can remember what it's all about. So F45 is functional 45. This is one thing I tried out a little bit back in Cyber Angel trading, and I did F45 with my friend a couple of times.
Okay.
I thought I was gonna die. But like in a good way, like almost like a phoenix. You burn and then you rise from the ashes. It's really intense. So the idea behind it's like high intensity interval training. Let me see, functional 45, and it's only 45 minutes. Let's see, life-changing dip. And so you go to like a group, and you like it's a class, and you have a training, and it's a full body workout. It's super high energy. You just go, and I don't know. I don't know what the science is behind it, but it's really intense.
I think like from what I'm seeing on this article, it's like mostly a lot of like hits, right? The high intensity like intervals.
Yeah. I can't remember which is the one that I did because there's different like names to
formats.
Formats. That's the word. I don't know anything about workouts, but it was so intense.
I think any workout is a good workout, but this one is like more likely to tone up yourself and lose like body fats, right?
I think so.
Body fat percentage, not like body fat, just body fat percentage.
Right.
Oh, it's definitely good for that.
Oh, it was super intense, but I have to say F45 was probably one of the more intense workouts I've ever done.
It looks really intense.
I've only done it once or twice, and afterwards I had to stop a lot because the coaches are like, if you ever feel like not well, like I almost thought I was gonna throw up.
Yeah, it looks really intense.
So I had to stop, and then I'm like halfway through, I had to start doing the modifications because it was way too intense for me. But I was able to finish. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, because you're really active. Especially you do like so many dances. I was like watching like your like 3D streams. I'm like, oh, she's still dancing.
I feel like I'm not as active as I used to be, so I really want to be active more. Like you seem super active and fit.
I'm a different kind of active. I think it's because I'm more of a bodybuilder. I do a lot of weight training.
Yeah, I think I'm a
so
cardio
like a lot
person.
of yeah. So I'm a lot of like low intensity aesthetic focus. So like when it comes to functions, like if you ask me to run a marathon, I'm like, nope, can't do that.
But if you
want me to live,
oh my god!
You want me to carry some stuff to your car? Yes, no problem.
What is it that people ask? What do you lift? How much do you lift?
I can squat around 200 pounds.
Oh my gosh! That's so cool. You're so cool.
But I can't. If you want me to run, I'll think about it.
Oh my gosh. I could totally
so-
see you in another life being like a firefighter.
Oh yeah, a firefighter.
You can imagine it, right, everyone?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Yura can carry the groceries in one trip. Do you do that?
No. I'm strong, but I'm not. I still have some intelligence, guys. Please.
Work smarter, not harder.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool. That's so fun. I really want to become like physically stronger. I'm trying to think of other workouts that I had a friend. This is a really funny story. She used to do like kickboxing. And I don't know what this says about her. I'm pretty sure she should have just stopped, but she went to like a kickboxing class because it was free. It was like a try out this kickboxing class. And then she like tried it out and it was a lot more intense because she like just joined into like a random class kind of to try it out. And she started getting really, really like, I guess, nauseous during it because it was really intense. But she in her head, she was like, it's a free class. I have to get my money's worth. And then she told me at some point, like halfway through, she went to the bathroom, threw up, came back, and finished the workout. And I was like, I really don't think you should do that.
Yeah, it might be a little bit too high for her, high intensity for her body to like catch up.
What is your wisdom on that? What causes people to feel like nauseous or like lightheaded or in workouts?
I think it's because like you're not breathing like properly. Your body's not getting enough oxygen while you're doing that because you're not used to it.
Ah, I see.
So everything's like trying to keep up, and then your body's like, breathe, girl, breathe, stop. We're not getting oxygen. We're shutting down.
Please stop.
That's why they always say like slowly build out like your moderation, right, for your body to get used to it.
Right.
And they always say breathe.
That's a huge thing because I don't know why, but like whenever you first, and because this is something that I also had trouble with too, is that for some reason like you stop breathing when you focus like really hard. Do you know why? Like beginner, I guess, people who work out do that?
I think it's because, like you said, you're just focused, and then you just like, I need to do this right. I need to like make sure I hit this amount. I need to like do this, like finish this, and then you don't remember to breathe when you're doing that.
Yeah.
Like sometimes, like when I first started out, when I do like every time I pull down something, I'm like holding my breath.
No.
I'm like, I need to pull this down.
Right.
Something like that, right?
Yeah.
So it's really useful to have someone like by your side, like breathe.
Do you?
Because your body, you know?
Go ahead.
Like your body needs to breathe so that it can properly like, how do I say that? Circulate. Right.
And yeah, staying hydrated is also a very important thing, Matsunerable. That's water. I'm sure can very much help. You know, a heat stroke or dehydration. Do you work out with like friends?
I used to, but I think like schedule-wise is a little bit hard now.
Right. I'd have to say that was for me too in Cyber Angel training. I used to work out because me and my friend were training for the 5K, and so we would go to the gym together. But then after a while, her and I schedule. It was so tough. Speaking of like times I thought my body was gonna give out, the very end of that 5K, and then after I finished the 5K. I thought I was gonna have like a heart attack. I like crossed the finish line and everyone was like, "Congrats, Rita! Here, have a t-shirt. Here, have like a goodie bag." I was like, "Wait, pause. Hold on. I can't breathe right now. Everyone's crowding around me. 1 second." But do you have those like anime, like epic anime main character moments where you're like about to give up, but then you're like, "Wait a minute, I have to keep doing this." Do you have any moments like that?
For the last rep, maybe. Okay, just one more.
Yura's and she's releasing her limiters. Do you listen to any kind of music?
I listen to podcasts nowadays.
Oh, what do you used to listen to?
I used to listen to My Chemical Romance.
Oh, you know they put out a song recently.
Oh, they did? I didn't even know that.
Wait, let me pull it up because my friend really likes MCR, and they were like, "Don't mind me, MCR just dropped a new song, and I don't know what to do about it." Let me see. It's very new. New song.
Oh, I didn't even know that. Oh, okay. Let's go. Let's go.
I don't know what it is. Oh, but go ahead.
No, I was gonna reply to your chat.
By all means, by all means.
Yeah, I don't really listen to Pacific podcasts. It's more like whatever is like live now. I'll like scroll through like the list and be like, okay, I'm gonna listen to like this topic, or I'm gonna listen to like, oh, they're talking about how to make more friends. Like I'm gonna listen to that, like things like that.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
instead of like,
go ahead.
yeah.
Oh, I'm just saying...
instead of like listening to yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Because like I'm so embarrassed because I listen to like anime, like OST and video games, like epic music. Oh my gosh! But that was before I played Ring Fit Adventure. Because now I just I play Ring Fit Adventure and that's my workout.
One more rep. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Don't forget to breathe.
Your sweat is looking extra sexy.
Right? No, because it was like, one of the voice lines, for those who haven't played Ring Fit Adventure, one of the voice lines is like, your sweat, it's glistening like the stars. And whoever wrote the voice lines for Ring Fit Adventure, please give them a raise. It's so unique. I've never heard that before. I had to like pause and be like, wait, what did you just say? Oh my gosh. Wow. But
okay.
Go ahead. Want to get some more?
And that was the foundation of decay. Okay.
Yeah, my friend was absolutely losing it when they heard about it.
I haven't caught up to them for so long because they are considered inactive, right? But 2 years ago, they were supposed to have like a concert in the States, and one in Osaka, and then one more like as a guest in Tokyo. And I was looking forward to the one in Osaka, and then we went into a pandemic.
Yeah, my friend had the same thing. Oh my gosh. I want to go to concerts again. Oh my gosh. So fun. It's been a crazy past 2 years. 3 almost? How many? Oh gosh, I can't. Time is an illusion. I honestly don't remember how long it's been. But just about like 2 years, a solid 2 years, I think.
Yeah.
But
it feels like time stood still. It doesn't feel like,
And ever since I, like my debut came and went and like the year came and went so fast. But speaking of debut, kind of in line with the topic of like being so multi-talented and having so many interests and things that you want to learn, what is something that you've learned since your debut in the past? Go ahead.
Since my debut. Let's see. I learned how to use the Google Calendar.
Yay! Wait, that makes me so happy. That really makes me happy. That fills my heart with warmth. And what do you like about Google Calendar?
Oh, it's really useful, especially because you get to see like everyone's schedule. I think that helps a lot.
Right.
So that's very useful. Even though we see each other's schedules, we still stream at the same time. I don't know why, but
I think it's because there's a lot of like really good times, because a lot of us like are in the same time zone, and then like during the same time of day, it's really nice to have. You know what I mean? Because usually I think evening and morning is really a good time to stream. I think afternoon, I think a lot of people are like working and things like that.
This is my theory, Rita. It's because whenever we see like a bunch of us together, we're like, I want to be near them too. So we just schedule near each other.
I like that a lot better.
All the colors are there. I'm like, I want to squeeze in. Let me be near you guys.
Oh my gosh. Hamsterling says, don't you schedule your sleep? I don't schedule my sleep. I have a window that I put on my calendar in which I tell people I'm probably not available. Which I put Rita sleep. I actually recently changed that. Before I used to have an out of office block, like an event that would repeat, but now I set working hours. Yeah, I set working hours. I set it from, let's see, from like 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. I think. And then everything else is like, Rita's probably resting to some capacity. But anything else you've learned since debut?
Since I learn. I guess I learn. What else have I learned? I'm thinking. Like, I feel like I learned a lot of things. I just can't pinpoint them right now.
And it doesn't have to be like a new skill. Maybe you've improved a skill. Like, I know I've certainly learned a lot about like acting and singing. And, yeah, and I think just being able to like bit by bit improve your current skills too.
I think I guess like mindset has improved a lot when it comes to creating things. Like before that, I always feel like, if I can't do it, I should do it myself. Like that kind of mentality.
Sure.
Like, if I can like make a video, I should make the video. Or I can draw, I should draw the art. But yeah, after like going to Prism Project, I realized that commissioning and having a team to do things together is equally as fun as nice to like push out your content.
Like delegating and things like that.
Yeah. So I feel like that mindset has definitely like changed. Before that, I was always like, we need to do this. I think I can do this. I think I can do that. But now I'm like, let's look for someone to do this. Let's look for someone to do that.
I agree. And you know, some of the archangels are saying Japanese as well. You've been studying Japanese?
Yes. I am getting a little bit cocky and overconfident because like I think the next JPLT like test, right, is in July.
Okay.
So I registered for entry right away.
Wow!
So instead of like, because like there's not a lot of tests like in this year, and I really want to do it this year, so I'm like, let's just do entry.
That's intense. That's like giving and receiving grammar patterns. Does JLPT go into like in group and out group as well for like Keigo?
I am not sure.
I'm not sure either.
I am not sure. I just registered. I haven't even looked at the material.
And for those who don't know, it goes N5, then N4, and then N3, N2, and N1 being the hardest.
Yep.
You got this.
You've taken as well, right? You've taken like the JLPT
practice
test
exams.
as well, right?
I haven't officially taken.
Okay.
But I think the last practice exam I tried was N3, but I forgot. I didn't do so well, and I forgot a lot of it. So I think if I do take an official test, I think I'll take N3 as well.
I haven't even looked at like the test, like the practice test.
I can send you the practice test that I use.
Okay.
It's so difficult because like reading is, I think reading kanji, because I think listening to Japanese is a little bit easier than reading Japanese because of kanji. What are your thoughts?
I am like the opposite.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Like for me, right, reading is because I grew up like during my human years. I grew up in a Japanese kindergarten.
Oh, okay, I didn't know
that. A Mandarin primary school.
Oh, okay.
And then international like middle school and high school.
That is so cool. Okay. So the kanji is Mandarin.
Yes. So the kanji for me, like whenever I see a kanji, I will get context way faster than listening to someone speaking.
Oh my gosh, that makes sense. Because a lot of the people back when I used to study a little bit like beginner Japanese, a lot of the folks who had an easier time were like heritage Chinese speakers.
Yeah. So it's like once you see it, you're like, oh, okay, I understand this is about water. I understand this is about food. I understand this is like that. I understand you're picking up stuff.
What are your goals for the year in terms of Japanese?
I really want to be able to do like a full like speaking stream by the end of the year.
I'm excited! Oh my gosh! Well, I'm sure you'll do fantastically. I know you can do it.
What about you, Rita?
Me?
I know a lot of your sisters.
Yes.
Your sisters are like a lot of your sisters are Japanese speakers, right?
Yeah. I know I mentioned that listening to Japanese is easier than reading Japanese. I will have to say, I guess, I don't know. It's really difficult to speak Japanese, and I think writing Japanese is a lot easier than speaking Japanese. I think it's because of, I don't know. I guess like the speed, maybe.
Yeah. Like you have more time to like make your sentences. While speaking, you need to talk right now.
Right, exactly. So whenever I speak, I usually speak in a lot shorter sentences than I do when I write. If that makes sense. Apparently, there's a word for that. It's called apparently it's called mute fluency if you can like read and listen and understand, but you can't like speak back. And that actually happens with me with a lot of languages, like Bisayan, like in Tagalog. Like I can understand it and like listen and respond in English, but I can't respond back in the language. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
same
that's
with,
what I
like,
realized too.
Go ahead. I don't know. I think
I
it's
was
everyone's
like,
different. Yeah. But in terms of goals for the rest of the year, I really just wanna, because I'm gonna be going full time pretty soon.
Congratulations!
Very, very soon. Because a few weeks ago, I gave my resignation letter, but there's a couple of things I had to wrap up at Idle Side Job. But it's getting closer. It's getting really closer. But I think I just really want to focus more on doing my current craft better, if that makes sense. So definitely want to work better at singing and all that.
Like putting in more time to like content stuff and preparation and creation.
Yeah, I started putting together my personal Notion. Because we have like a prism Notion where we like keep notes together, right? But I have my own Notion now. I'm so proud of it. It's not done, but I started like, I'm so excited. I think once I go full time, I'm gonna do like a little like retreat, like a self retreat, and I like go through all my workflows and see how I could like, you know, make things more efficient. And then once I finalize my Notion, I want to share it with you guys so you can use it. Because like I have like my content calendar, I have like my recording plans and like my game tracker, and I think it'd be really fun if you guys want to see it too. Oh my gosh! But is there anything you want to learn as a streamer? We talked about things that you learned, you know, ever since your debut. But is there anything you haven't started learning yet that you want to?
I realized, I realized watching VTubers, right? Some of them have this like amazing skills where they can like really accommodate to different kind of personalities.
Okay.
And I feel like that comes with like experience.
Right.
And I hope that one day when people watch me, they can see that.
Yeah.
So I really want to learn that.
I love that. Like being able to adapt to your like your collaboration partner and yeah. That's so fun. And then it really opens the doors to like all the different kinds of people that you can collaborate with. That's so wonderful. I love that. Oh my gosh. So I'm expecting a lot more collaborations with more awesome people on your channel.
Oh, thank you. You too.
Thank you.
I think Rita is the only one that has done everything with every single Prism girl, right? Is there someone that you have never collabed with? No, right? All of us.
Well, I technically was supposed to collab with Sumi. Yeah. But then she slept in that one time.
She's swimming in bigger oceans
now. But I'm glad I got the chance to hang out with her and stuff. We definitely did quite a few not off collabs, but we were like hanging out in Minecraft together. And, oh, it's okay. In my heart, we collabed. We collabed off stream. But I think
I can't wait.
Go ahead.
No, I keep overlapping. I'm so sorry, guys. Please don't come for me.
No, you're totally fine. It happens all the time with me too. But go ahead.
I'm so sorry. I was gonna say that I can't wait for like us to have like a Prism off collab one day. One day.
I want to go eat yakitori with everyone in Japan. How did that come up? We were talking with Shogun, and Shogun mentioned something about yakitori.
I forgot. I think he was like, the big boss can pay for our yakitori if we go. I think it was like something along the lines. And Shogun's like, oh yeah, it's okay. We can go for yakitori. Someone else will pay.
I'm looking forward to that. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So do you have plans? If like the Japan borders are opening, do you think you would want to visit this year, or would you want to wait out?
Oh yeah, if we're all planning on, if a huge bunch of us are planning to go to Japan, then I'll go.
Let's go.
The only thing that's keeping me is I'm not sure what the future holds because of everything that's going on. But yeah, if there's Prism collab. I'll start saving up and I'll head over.
Yeah, because I feel Japan's like a nice like middle point for everyone to like meet up.
Yeah, I agree. And if you look really, really hard, you can find really cheap flights. If you look really hard, it does take a little bit of work though to be able to find something really cheap.
Then since you've been in like the human world for a while now, right? A year, right? Where's the furthest you've traveled?
Furthest?
Like how long of a flight?
Oh gosh, I think my furthest travels have either taken me to Japan or the Philippines.
Like how long was like how many layovers?
Actually, I think it was like one layover, one in Borgerland, and then the long leg to Japan / the Philippines was like 12 or 13 hours. It's really intense. It's really intense.
I don't know why. Like even now, I don't understand. Like for layovers, you're technically doing nothing, but I feel so tired whenever there's like layovers.
Traveling takes a huge toll out of you. Like traveling can be fun, but especially with time zone changes, it's intense.
Yeah, and then I'm like, I'm doing nothing, but why am I so tired?
I know. What's the longest travel for you?
The longest travel, I think maybe around 16 hours.
Oh wow, that's intense.
After that, I'm never want to be on a plane for more than 5-6 hours.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. But if I want to travel, back to Japan or that area of the world again, I'll have to. From Borgerland. So intense.
How long do you want to like? If you were to travel to Japan, would you want to like plan like a whole vacation, like a week or two?
Yeah, probably like 10 days. That was how long I spent in Japan last time. I went with my two best friends.
Oh,
it was super fun. It was really fun. We had it was like a girls' trip. But was
there any?
Go ahead.
Okay, was there anything that wasn't what you expected?
Like I don't think I had a lot of expectations going in. I didn't expect the trains to be as on time as everyone said they would be, because everyone says like, oh, they take their trains and they're very seriously. Everything comes in on time. Because in Borgerland, when it comes to like buses, if it says it's gonna arrive at a certain time, it's like a window of 50 plus or minus 15 minutes. So you never really know if the bus is gonna you don't even know if the bus is gonna show up. But in Japan, it's down to like the second, and they take it very seriously. I didn't think it was gonna be that serious. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. What else? I don't know. I didn't really come in with a lot of expectations, so everything was really like exciting.
For me, it was a lot of, I don't know why, but this stood out to me. So, crane games, right? I always thought that like crane games and arcades are enjoyed by like teenagers, kids, young people. But when I was in Japan, like there's a lot of people in suits playing crane games. So I was like, oh, is this like a de-stressing activity?
I bet it is. I bet it is. Another thing, I feel so safe walking around at night in Japan.
Okay.
Granted, I walked like with friends, but I don't know. I just felt a lot, and then I saw a lot more like women walking around at night, not concerned. So whereas here in Borgerland, if I walk around at night, it like has to be within a certain like radius of my home, and then like I have to be on the phone with someone so that they know I'm alive. And like, do you ever do that? Do you ever do that where like you're walking somewhere and you feel unsafe? You'll just call someone. Like I call my sister a lot. I'm like, hey, I'm calling because I don't feel safe. If I hang up, I'm in trouble.
I text like friends and I'm like, okay, if I don't reply in 10 minutes, I'm most likely dead. Thank you.
Right. Yeah. Same. It's a hard. I used to have a pepper spray. It was a gift to me from I don't know who gave it to me, but it was a gift. It was a pepper spray that has a GPS capability. But I had to get rid of it because I accidentally took it with me to the airport, and they said this isn't allowed on the plane.
Aww.
Oh gosh. So, but I still do the calling. Like I'll call my sister or something and say, hey, if I hang up all of a sudden, I might be dead. Yeah. So that's how it works. Once you spray it, it activates the GPS and it texts your emergency contacts and calls the police.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool. Oh, wow. Oh.
So I might need to get another one.
Oh, that's really cool.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
because I can't carry around, like, I don't know, like I'm not very like an offensive person. I can't like my friend was like, why don't you carry those cat keychains that have like the spikes on them? I'm like, I can't do that. I can't do that kind of self-defense. Cause I think my sister was, I forgot, I don't think it was my sister who gifted it to me, but they were helping the person who gave me the pepper spray. And they said, you should give Rita something to like protect herself if she ever has to walk around at night. And my sister was like, you should get her one of those cat keychains that have the pointy ears. And I said, I'm never gonna be able to use it. I'm never gonna be able to use it. So they said, okay, let's get Rita the pepper spray instead. And I said, I still don't know if I'd be able to use it, but thank you.
I remember when selfie sticks first became popular. So when I saw them, all I could think about is how good of a self-defense weapon this is, because you can keep it in your handbag.
Oh!
And you can extend it and then start whacking people.
Oh gosh!
So every time I look at a selfie stick, all I can think of is, can I use this for self-defense?
This is so random. Okay, this is so random. Another thing that I do whenever I'm walking around at night and I don't feel safe is I change the way that I walk. So I start walking like an NPC. Like I forgot. I think I watched a video and it was like the science behind like the way that you walk, and people kind of judge to see if you're like an easy target. And so I was like, maybe if I start walking like a GTA NPC, then people won't like, you know what I mean? You know, kind of walk with a certain, because if I walk around at night, I usually wear like a hoodie, like a dark hoodie and like dark pants, so I can like blend into the background. And then if you just add the GTA NPC walk, it's a preventative measure. I'd rather I take a preventative measure than the other option, which is having to use like pepper spray or something. Overhulk, thank you so much for the super sticker. I don't know. Have you ever done that before? Like change the way that you walk? Or walk faster?
Not really.
Try it! And see, it's like if you go walking with a friend, let them know, like, do I look like a force to be reckoned with? Conspiracy Cat says just do a Jojo pose. Everyone hush in meter.
This pose.
Do you think that deter potential threats?
I'm not a criminal profiler, but I think like if you were to do like a Jojo pose every 100 meters, I think they might not want to mess with you.
They'd be like, there's something going on here and I don't know if I want to be a part of it.
Pretty much. But I don't think I want to be like, maybe I'm gonna find someone a little bit more normal. Like
that seems like a whole bag of trouble right there. I'll have to try that now.
Jojo poses.
that one must be a stand user. Exactly. Oh my god.
Now, what kind of situations would you need to like go out at night like that though? Is there like a lot of like, is it frequent? You have to,
like if I'm like hungry and I don't have food at home, I'll go. Okay. There's like a convenience store right across the street, which isn't too bad. That's usually the farthest I have to go. But if that one's not open and I need something like painkillers or something, or then I think once or twice in the past year I walked like to the further convenience store. It was like a 10-12 minute walk.
That's scary.
I know, very scary. That's when I like call somebody and then do you know, have you seen those TikToks where it's like play this audio, you know, if you don't feel safe in an Uber? And then it's like somebody pretending to be on a phone call with you.
Okay, I've seen it. Okay.
Yeah.
I've seen the opposite. I've seen how to get out of dates.
No! Like, what do they have?
It's usually like people like, mom is really angry at you. You better come home right now. And then their mom will be like, young lady, why are you not home?
That is.
So I've seen those kinds.
There's also like rejection hotlines as well.
Oh,
like
okay.
like there was one time. So there's numbers that you give to people if they make you uncomfortable, but if you say no, you feel like you'll be in more. That's kind of sad that has to happen, but a lot of the times, if you get confronted by an individual and they like ask for your number or ask for your information, it's sad that sometimes you feel safer just going along with it than saying no, because sometimes if you say no, they might get really aggressive. So there used to be these things called rejection hotlines where you give them that number as if it were your own number, so that later when you're in a safe space, they'll let you know like, hey, like just letting you know this was not the person's number, like you made them feel uncomfortable, etc., etc. So I actually had to use that once. I was like in a group of friends, and this guy walked up to us and started asking for like me and my friends' number. And so I was like, oh, that's so nice of you, but it's okay. They kept pushing, and they were almost like they were like kind of following us a little bit because we were like moving a little bit, like scooching away. But he started like advancing a little bit and said, you know what, like here you go, like back off, because I kept trying to say like we have to go, we're gonna be late, and they said, oh, it's fine, it's gonna be quick. And so that's the number I gave, and we left, and it was so scary.
Oh, I never knew that. Oh,
Yeah.
wow, that's such a convenient like service. Wow.
Yeah, and so scary.
Oh, that is scary that they like are so persistent. They kept like chasing after you guys. Damn.
Yeah, but yeah, so it's kind of sad that they'll have to have those TikToks where it's like, play this in the car if you don't feel safe. Oh my gosh, I saw this one TikTok of this one girl, and she was like, I don't have to use those I guess TikTok things, because I just have a fake conversation with myself on the phone, and she'll be on the phone and she goes, yeah, I'm in an Uber right now. Yeah, oh yeah, I forgot I brought my knife with me. And they'll say things to like intimidate the Uber driver if they feel unsafe. And I was like, wow, I don't think I could ever do that, but I'm glad you found something that works for you.
I think like the scariest Uber
God.
experience that I had. Do you have any of like scary Uber experience?
I
think
can't
I had
think of any.
one.
Go ahead, you go first.
Okay, one was that he was like, do you want to go get drinks together? I'm like, oh no, my friends are waiting. And they're like, oh, it's okay, it'll just be a quick drink, or you can just ditch your friends. So I was so scared that the Uber driver is gonna like drive me somewhere else, because he kept on insisting. He's like, let's go. And I'm like, no! The Uber's gonna drive me away. Yeah.
Idle life is
that
so
was-
scary sometimes. Like you
That was
meet
the-
some scary people. Oh gosh.
And like at that point, like what do you do at that point? What would you do, Rita? There's like no one around you, and you don't know, like after saying no, they still insisted. You're like, what else can I do? Jump off the car.
I've considered it. Sometimes I think in my head, like, if I ever end up in that situation, would I be able to jump out of the car? Have you ever thought about that?
I didn't think about that. I think I was like scared, so I didn't think about like what should I do? What should I do?
Right. Oh gosh,
So
because
all I was doing,
I
was doing was texting my friends. I was like, what do I do?
Gosh, I know. Yeah, because then usually I'll start texting people, and I don't know. Is it bad that I've like thought about like, what if I find myself in this situation? What would I do? Because there's like there's Try Guy videos about like what you should do like in a kidnapping situation. Have you ever considered like what you might do in a situation like that?
No, the only one I've considered it if I was in like a stranded island.
Oh gosh, I hope we never have to experience. I don't know, because like I'll like watch like scary movies, and like I'll because to me what's scarier than supernatural is like things that could happen in real life.
Yeah.
Like you know how like in movies, like if you get put, I don't know, I think this is what I learned from a movie. If you get put in the trunk, you can try kicking out the rear lights of the car to make like
so that people know.
yeah.
Oh.
You can actually like from inside the trunk, you can like kick out the light. Fun fact.
Oh, I didn't know that. I know there was a time, an era where I don't know why I
An
do this. I
era.
think I was just finishing like watching a movie. So I think I forgot what the movie was about, but like they were stuck in a car
Mm.
and someone like they didn't have anything to cart their seat belt and the car was like drowning or
Oh
something.
gosh. Yeah,
And
yeah,
I
yeah.
think that was yeah, I think that was the movie. So ever since I watched that movie, I started bringing around a pair of scissors. I'm like, one day if I get stuck, I
Oh
will
my
have
gosh!
scissors.
Right, because I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Maybe it is like oh gosh. I don't know if it's just borgerland safety knowledge, but I searched up what to do if like you find your car submerged underwater. They say you have to open the door as soon as possible, but if it gets to be too difficult, then just wait until your car is completely submerged and completely filled with water because the pressure differential is what makes it difficult to open. So if you just hit the water, you can try to open it as soon as possible, but if it gets too difficult, you have to save your energy. Wait for the car to be full with water so that the pressure differential doesn't exist anymore, and then you can open it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Or you can break the window. Yeah, because there are tools that break windows or cut seatbelts.
Oh, but then by the time it's submerged, is it even still possible to break the window? Like the pressure?
It should
Wouldn't
be able to. If you're just breaking, if you're breaking, opening a door, I think is different, but I think breaking a glass should be fine if you have the right tools.
Oh,
Gosh.
yeah. I think like, and then I think like after a few months, I just stopped carrying the scissors. I forgot about it.
At this point, I just trust myself to be able to make the right decisions in the moment. You know. Gosh, there was another thing. There's actually something that's happened relatively recently. It's a phenomenon in the U.S. It's where it's where stalkers use Apple Airtags to stalk people. Have you heard about that?
No, I have not heard about that.
It is a recent phenomenon that's been happening in the past few months in borgerland, where
What is
an Apple AirTag. So an Apple AirTag, normally the regular use case for it is if you lose your keys, you lose your car, your bag or your card or whatever, your wallet, you put an AirTag, which is kind of like a GPS thing, right? So you stick it on anything that you forget a lot or you lose a lot, and then you have your phone app that tells you this is where my Apple AirTag is, right?
Okay.
But lately, stalkers have been putting it in people's cars and hiding it really, really well.
Oh, because it's just like a sticker? Is that it? It's just like a small sticker?
Yeah.
And
it's not like super accurate tagging. It's like within a couple of hours or so. But a lot of the times they use them to find out where you live.
Oh God.
Yeah, because you do get notified if there's an Apple AirTag that doesn't belong to you in your vicinity. But that only really happens like after 10 hours. It tells you like
you're already kidnapped by them.
Right. And so, gosh, that's so scary. But
that is scary. That is very.
What do you do then, right? Like, how do you? Gosh, so I guess it's like be safe whenever you're going to your car or going home from your car. Gosh, that's so scary. Have you ever been like stalked before?
I don't think so. Not that I can remember. More like not really stalk. More like robbers that are waiting. Waiting. Yeah, that kind of stalk. Like they're waiting for you to like lose your put down your guard, and then they'll like take your bag. That kind of stalk, maybe.
My friend actually. Go ahead.
But we were lucky that I was like with my mom. So my mom went down from the car to like open the gates. This was back when automatic gates were a thing. Everything is like analog, guys. So once she got out from the car, they came in and opened the car and took all the bags. I was like, so I was glad they didn't like. Yeah, they didn't like. They weren't planning to harm anyone. They were just wanting to like take things. So they must have like followed us for a while to like know that this is the target.
Yeah. Oh, gosh. My friend, I haven't experienced anything like being followed recently, but my friend recently, she was walking home from I don't know what she was walking home from, but she was walking home and she was gonna go like I don't know, she was just gonna go home and hang out and chill, and on her way home she got like a call from her friends and said, "Hey, I saw you walking around, like just passing by, and I noticed somebody was like following you that I don't know." And so she was like, "Uh-oh, that's scary." And so she was, she kind of like looked around and she like, tried to like lose the person. She went to her home. She got in, locked the door, and like a few seconds after she got home and locked her door, she heard a knock at her door. And she looked at her people, and it was the person. It was the person. So she called.
Oh no,
Yeah.
he got to the house. Okay.
But the thing is, she called the non-emergency line, not like 911, and she got Josh from the non-emergency line or something. It was some dude just hanging out, and he was like, "Hey, yeah, that's pretty scary. You should probably call 911."
Oh no.
Because like I made up some random name, but like she called. She's like, "I think it's like somebody followed me home," and this Josh or whatever was like, "Yeah, that seems pretty scary. You should call 911."
Is Josh a friend? Is that why?
No, it was just so funny because he was so like, I think that he was like, hey there, this is Josh. How's it going? Like, because he was like really chill, and that's why that was a key point in the story, the name, because she was like this really chill dude named Josh was on the phone, and she was like freaking out, and she was like, what do I do? And he's like, "Hey, yeah, thanks for calling. This is Josh." And I was like, "You should probably call 911." And I was like, "Oh," but.
Oh no.
Gosh.
And no one was at home, no.
Yeah. But thankfully, the person went away, and goodness, isn't that scary? Yeah, Josh the chill dude. Yeah.
Josh the chill dude.
You have to say the name because I think it really embodies his personality.
Josh.
My goodness. Ooh.
Yeah, like I don't know, if someone were to follow me home, I don't know what to do. Would you know what to do?
I just wouldn't go
like,
home. I would go somewhere
hotlines?
public. Yeah, I would go somewhere public with a lot of people, and then I would call, and then maybe I would say like, "Hey, this person's like following me. Like, could you walk with me, like as a group, to the car or something like that?" I would probably do so, but I wouldn't go home.
Okay, yeah.
If you can help it.
Because you would help.
Yeah. Goodness, that's so scary.
I don't think like nowadays, because technology is so advanced, you can just start live streaming maybe. Guys, if I have got evidence, please.
There's actually been like people like who live stream, like people who do IRL live streams, and there's been like compilations of people like capturing on stream like people like harassing them, or like saying like, "Hey, what are you doing? Like, what's your name?" Or like there was this one guy who was walking alone at night, and then he started hearing like almost this like screeching sound, or like the screaming sound, and he was like, "I'm gonna start walking away," and then people were like, you should go help. You shouldn't be a hero in situations like these. A lot of times people say like, you should go try to help, and as nice as that sounds, I think a lot of people forget that you should also care about your own safety and well-being. You know what I mean? Because I think a lot of people were getting mad at him for not going to see and help. But if someone was screaming,
how is he gonna help?
Yeah, like you could also be in a very difficult situation as well. So the best thing you could do is leave and call for help. Right. So
yeah.
How did we get to this conversation?
I don't know, but it's nice though, because this is a deep conversation. I like it.
Stay safe out there, okay, everyone? We want you all to be safe. Oh gosh. But thankfully I haven't experienced anything like that in recent memory.
I know yeah, thankfully na.
Have you had
I think it's also because
go ahead.
Yeah, it's because of Rona as well that we don't really get to do anything else anymore.
Yeah.
I go to work, I come back, I stream, and then
Yeah, I know. I'm such a homebody, but that doesn't mean like there's also like cybersecurity threats too. The world is a scary place, isn't it?
I remember one of the first time my computer ever got a virus was because of those like online scams.
Oh gosh, yeah.
it was like a really really dumb scam. It was like, oh, your computer has a virus. This hard disk is infected. So I forgot that I named my hard disk like a really weird name. So it's like pretty. It's not like disk C or disk D, right? But on the screen it shows me disk C. So after I confirmed like I want to remove stuff and blah blah blah, and then I was like, oh wait, that's not my disk. Oh no! I just clicked. I just accepted something. No.
And they're getting more and more clever.
Yeah.
They really are. Because have you ever taken like a cybersecurity like little mini course or anything like that? There's so many tactics, and they're getting smarter too, especially like on the social engineering side, like making you feel like you can trust them and like feel like you feel bad for them. You know what you know what I mean?
Explain to me. What do you mean?
So like scammers like who do phone scams. Have you seen like phone scam call videos?
Not really.
I've seen a little bit of like scammer payback with like pierogi. I've seen a little bit of like kitboga, and like as of late they do a lot of like trying to guilt trip you into, because I think the general scam is I think the most common scam is, you know, they call you or they put like give you an email or there's a notice that says like, hey, you know, we had to charge you for something, like if you want your money back, like call us. And so you call them and say, hey, I want to cancel my membership or I want to, you know, get my money back. And they say like, if you like wire us money, then we'll like send you money back or something like that. Or like send us like $200 and, you know, we'll send it to you. Like we have to like establish a connection between our banks or something. So just send us like $20 and we'll send you back your $200. They'll make you think that you accidentally mistype like $2,000 instead. And then they'll make you feel bad and say like, oh my gosh, my job's on the line. Like I you know, I'm gonna get fired. And then, you know, then they kind of get you into like a panic. And then you feel like, oh, I need to do this. I need to like continue on with this. Yeah, and that's, it is really sad. They do prey on like older and more vulnerable people, maybe who aren't as knowledgeable in technology. But even then, they can trick people who are well versed in technology as well.
Okay, I get what you mean. Okay.
Yeah.
I think I have a similar experience when I was younger. But this is more like it's like an email exchange. Okay. So when I was younger, right, I really wanted a new pet. So I was looking for like adoptions, right? Like whoever wants to give out their pets. So these are like I don't know. I think they're like legit like pet like forums and stuff like that. So they'll put out like pets that they want to like pictures and everything that they want to like. They're like, oh, I'm leaving the country and no one can take care of my pets. I really want them to find like a nice home. So please contact me in this like email and stuff like that.
Right.
So after you contact them, they will be like, okay, so in order to relocate them, I need like the money for this, I need the money for that, I need the money for this, and then they'll be like, oh, and because she was really sick, she's such a fighter, that's why I don't have the money to like provide her with like this and this, and then they will like prey on like you're like, I have to help this animal.
Right. They prey on your emotions. Go ahead.
Yeah. And then I was really lucky because I was asking like a few of them, and then I realized they were all the same pattern. They were like, if you send me this amount of money, I can like be able to get like the carrier to your house, and then for their medical attention, blah blah blah. Right. So I was like, okay, this is a scam. All three of them are telling me the same thing. They all want my money. Got it. So I feel like I was very lucky. Yeah, I was very lucky at that point.
Yeah, no, because I think I've also had a lot of close calls as well.
Yeah. Can you tell us a story?
I think I got a phone call asking about like a cruise package. And I think what clued me into the fact that it was a scam is the urgency behind it. They said like, oh, if you don't act now, if you don't give us if you don't place a deposit now, like you won't be able to like get it. People are gonna catch it. And then so I pretty early on I was like, okay, this sounds a little fishy, but I wanted to like make sure, and I kind of wanted to like see what they would say. You know what I mean? Like I wanted to see what sort of things that they were up to. So I asked questions like, oh, like can I talk to your like finance people? Can I talk to this? Like what about that? When are the dates for the cruise? And they couldn't answer a lot of basic questions, I think, and that's when I realized like, okay. And they really wanted me to like on that call, because I said, could I call back? I'm about to go into a meeting. Like, is there any way I can contact you on? They said, oh no, we're like we're outsourced by the cruise lines, and this is like a golf. So
Uh,
it's
uh, uh, uh,
a lot of close calls, but I was able to catch all of them. Mm-hmm.
yeah, nice.
Good.
Yeah, scammer sucks.
I think we started talking about those because we were like, oh yeah, we stay inside a lot, and that's why we haven't been, in trouble like with stalkers or anything. But then I was like, oh wait, cybersecurity is also, a thing as well. Oh gosh, it's a hard dog life out there, huh? Oh gosh. But I think generally I feel pretty safe. I cover my cameras. I report phishing emails.
Then speaking about this a little, have you watched like any of those like fictional like series or movies about like cyber security or anything like that, like Black Mirror?
Oh,
or
I've
stuff
seen a
like
little
that?
bit of Black Mirror. Yeah. Why?
Do you enjoy Black Mirror? No, I just want to ask, like, we're just lightening up the mood with Black Mirror.
Yeah, sure. No, I mean the mood wasn't sour. I think it was really interesting hearing what you had to say, of course. But Black Mirror, I've only seen a few episodes. There's a couple of episodes I've skipped, purely because from what people have told me. Like I think there was one about a president. Someone told me to skip, and I said, okay, I trust your word for it. But there was one about a girl. There was like the one with the merits and like the entertainment show one. There's that one I watched. There was, oh gosh, but I really like what they have to say about like our society. I like the deeper message behind it. Yeah. I don't know. I like shows that make me think, that kind of have like a message behind it almost. What about you? Do you like shows like that?
I like, depends on my mood. Like sometimes I say that I like documentaries and stuff, right? But sometimes I have like the very opposite urge where I just want to watch like trash reality TV.
Yeah! Yeah, because I am a firm believer in that the media that you consume doesn't have to be like, you don't have to learn from it, you don't have to get a message. Like if you want to just watch something for the fun of it, by all means. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you watch?
Sometimes I'm like,
go ahead.
Yeah, do you watch?
Do you watch true crime or like supernatural stuff?
Supernatural stuff, no. True crime, I think the closest to true crime I watch is Law and Order. Maybe.
Oh, gotcha. I watch like BuzzFeed Unsolved.
Oh, I used to watch that with my sister. It used to be like our bonding activity.
Same!
And then we got to see. Here, but the new episode is out. Do you want to watch?
Yeah.
Oh
my gosh. I used to do that with my sisters as well. But my youngest sister, Cookie, that's her nickname. She doesn't like scary stuff. So like me and my other younger sister Ben, we would watch like Yamishibai. We would watch like Junji Ito Collection. We would watch true crime. But we would always, and like it'd be so sad because we'd want to invite our like youngest sister to do stuff. But my other younger sister Ben would be like, "Let's watch true crime," and then my other younger sister's like, "No." But they get along really well together now. I think back when they were younger, they used to not get along very well. But now that they're older, and I'm, they kind of they only have each other to hang out with since I'm, out doing idle things. Yeah.
Yeah, my sister is the person that I watch horror movies with because she likes them, and I'm like, oh, okay, now let's watch it together.
Yeah. Is this the same sister that you had that savage comment earlier?
Yeah, it's the same sister.
I'm glad you get along.
Yeah, my sister is the one. Like, we're planning to watch like Stranger Things like season 4 together. It's coming out in a day, right? Are you into Stranger Things?
I used to be. I watched the first season. I didn't
so
realize they were
like
already on their 4th season.
Yep.
I'll have to get on that. The Demogorgon and whatnot. Oh my gosh. There's so many things I want to watch and so many things I want to do, but I'm really glad that you came on today to talk about, not only things that you're doing now, but things that you want to do and things that you're excited to learn. So thank you so much for being on RKNGL Radio today. I'm sure everyone had fun getting to hear
you for having
talk.
me.
Of course. Is there anything you want to share with everyone before we read super chats and wrap up for the day?
Rita's amazing. Woo!
Oh, stop. You're so sweet, and so is Yura. I would like to say. But do you have any like covers or events coming up? I shared the link early. Let me share it again. The link for your most
Oh,
recent cover, City of
you.
Stars.
Thank you.
But is there anything else you want to? I think you did a cover of Kami Poi most recently before that. But anything else?
That's it. All the usuals, just games and chill time.
What games are you playing right now for those who, are new to Yura Rikudo?
We're finally starting on our third Yakuza game.
Woo!
I want to finish the series, so we're on number 3. There's like 7. So we're at number 3. We just started that last week, and then we're ending Ghostwire and hopefully Anon this week. Hopefully.
Exciting!
And then, there will be some more Japanese dubbing stream if you want to join me.
Oh my gosh. And like I said, if you haven't checked out Yura yet, her information is in the title and the description. And with that, let's read some super chats, shall we, Yura?
Okay, let's go. Woo!
Woohoo! Thank you all so much for coming out today. I was actually talking to Yura before we started today. I asked her like, oh, what was your, how was Barikudo going? Like I want to know like why you started it. And we were talking about how we started our respective chatting shows because we really wanted to get to know people. Isn't that right? Because we're both very busy people and we really want to meet people and get to know people. So this is kind of our way to just chat and get to know and catch up with people, if that makes sense.
I get to know more people and get to like catch up.
Yeah! And do you feel like you've been able to do that so far?
Yeah, I feel like every time I do these, I feel like I get to know more of them, a lot more of them than just playing a game together.
Right, exactly. Like, I know sometimes like games can be like a little bit more, I guess, exciting, but I don't know, I really do like being able to see and more of a person's personality. Yeah. Oh gosh.
That's how I feel too.
Yeah, and I really hope I get to continue, meeting more people, or even like not meeting people but getting to know people that I already talked to. Like it's been a while since we've gone to collab together, so I'm glad we were able to do it again.
Yeah, when I saw she's like, I'm doing you're like, I'm doing RKNGL Radio, and I'm like, me.
If you ever want me on Barikudo, I would be honored too.
Yes, I will contact you soon for Barikudo.
I love the vibes for Barikudo. If you want another good talk show, definitely check it out. And a lot of my friends are starting talk shows or wanting to start talk shows as well. So I'm so excited. I just love hearing more of my friends talk. And one of my little VTuber siblings is doing a radio show.
Oh,
yeah. Nana, I think is here. She started a radio show, and it's just nice seeing everyone do their talk shows and things like that. Oh my gosh! But
it's always nice to listen to like shows like these.
Yeah, it's really calming, and you learn a lot more than you'd expect. Like I think somebody sent in, Kusachama sent in a super chat that sent things for tips on how to escape a drowning car. Demon Warrior, thank you so much for the 20 gifted memberships.
Thank you.
Welcome backstage to anyone who got a gifted membership. Umberhawk, thank you so much for the super sticker. How's it going? It's going well.
Thank you.
Yura, isn't it late for you? Thank you so much for coming on stream, even though it's late for you.
Nah, it's okay. I'm a night owl.
Kegdor, thank you so much for the dono. Scary stuff, and it does. Oh, this was from our spooky chat. Scary stuff, and it does stress me out and makes me really sad that we have to worry about it. Always praying and hope you both stay safe. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And I really have. I think I feel really lucky that I haven't had to experience anything too major. If that makes sense.
But
Nana,
I also
thank
feel
you
like
for the super chat. Go ahead.
Thank you. I also feel like we're lucky to have experienced it, so that we know better. It feels like
Right.
It's like an experience. Like, if you've never experienced it, you wouldn't have like known like, oh, these are signs to look for if it's a scam or things like that.
Yeah. I'm sorry if you all felt upset by it. I don't know if you meant like upset, like scared for us, or like upset by the conversational topic. I'll put in a content warning in the VOD. Let's see. Where's our next dono? Chunky, thank you so much for the dono. Chunky says, Rita, be sure to protect Yura from them spoopy fishes. No, I think Yura would have... I think Yura would... I can definitely see Yura being the one to, like, protect me from a scary person because Yura's so strong. I can see
I'll
like an
kick them
epic...
for you.
Yeah, exactly. But if you need help with cybersecurity threats, I can do my best to help. I'm not very well versed, but I think I have a pretty okay understanding. Especially if they're from Junji Ito's Gyo, as the fishes have mechanical spider legs. Better bring Luto and pen pals too. Unless it's Lovecrafty and deep ones, better bring Brogan instead. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Chunky. Yeah. Stay safe out there, everyone. Make sure you know, get educated on cybersecurity and also real security as well. Goodness. Kektor, thank you so much for the donation. Thank you for the interesting radio. You both have so much in common. It was nice listening to both of you vibing together. Good luck on the working out in Japanese and on the Prism off collab. Thank you. Woo! I will have to say, I like that about the Prism girls. We're all very, I mentioned before, we're all very unique. We're all very different, but we get along really well. And I'm really grateful for that.
Yeah, I really like the vibe in Prism.
The vibe is so cool. The vibes are through the roof. And that's not to say anything about other agencies, because I don't know what it's like in other agencies, but I'm grateful for the vibe that we do have, that I know about. Yeah. So very grateful that I'm part of such a fun group. Oh my gosh. And I think the other really cool thing, aside from the fact that we get along really well, is that everyone, like I said, is really talented. And we get to see everyone, I get to see everyone do super cool stuff and get to see the behind the scenes of it. Saying thank you so much for the 10 gifted memberships.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. Demon Warrior, thank you so much for the donation. Thank you both for today's stream. It was very nice to see you both being open and sharing your thoughts today. Of course. And I think with talk shows like, you know, Bar Rikudo, I think it's a wonderful place to be more open, and I think talk about things you don't really get to talk about. Well, like you're playing a video game, you know?
Yeah.
Oh
exactly.
My gosh. Chunky, thank you so much for the dono. Thanks for the Oshi collab. Aw, thank you. I'm so happy to see my two Oshis hanging out and chatting all sorts of stuff that are cute, awesome, and spooky talks. Can't wait to see more collabs with Yura again. She's very much an awesome Dillahan. We all dearly love. Yeah, and I'll reach out to you for the piano viola collab.
Yes, I'll reach out for you for Barikudo.
Oh, I'm so excited. I feel like a lot of like collaborations happen from Archangel Radio just talking about stuff. Because I actually... Go ahead.
Oh no, I say that's great.
Oh my gosh. Kusachama, thank you so much for the super chat. Thanks for tips on how to escape a drowning car. Also, try out the NPC walk. Go on a walk with your friends and ask them if like the NPC walk is at all intimidating. And also try the Jojo pose one too. Like ask them if you like have them start doing Jojo poses while you walk and ask them how they feel, if they're intimidating. Nana, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you for your wonderful radio stream. Love you, Yura-chan and Mita-chan. Thank you. This is my little sister, Yura.
Thank you. Nice to meet you, Nana.
Yeah, she also watches your streams as well.
Oh, thank you. Nice to meet you.
She really likes the Prism girls, so I'm happy. Overall, thank you so much for the super chat. I really like Yura's collab with K-san. Yeah, because you're also really close with your siblings as well.
Yeah, I have 2 siblings.
That's good. Yeah, I really want to get closer to my siblings. That's why I want to learn more Japanese.
Yeah. You can do it. I believe in you.
Thank you. We have a Discord server right now. It's
Tozai
family server. We're slowly collecting everyone. But it's a nice little group right now. It's because we're a big family. Tozai family is big. We have like 12
yeah,
13
that's
of us.
big. I feel like you guys have every single color
of
siblings now.
I'll have to check on that. Maybe I could draw a picture of us all in a line like a rainbow.
Yeah.
Saying thank you so much for the 10 gifted memberships. I keep saying, I used to have this thing where I keep saying like thank you for the gifted subs because of Twitter. Nia too, I think had the same problem. Oh my gosh. Inu
I think it's
Kirito.
because
Oh, go ahead, go ahead.
I think it's because we're used to hearing it. Thank you for the gifted subs. And then
I
we just like
know.
adapted to it.
Oh my gosh. Inu Kirito, thank you so much for the super chat. Professor Jamal, thank you so much for the donation. I don't get to watch Yura too much, but recently been watching more. Good! Good, good, good.
Thank you.
You both fit together so well, and I love how Yura always matches the energy of her collab partners. See? There you go.
Aww.
You
Oh,
both-
it's working.
It's
Rita,
working.
It's working.
It's working.
It's starting.
And I feel like, I think that's the beauty of the chatting, series is that with shows like RKNGL Radio and Barikudo, we really get the chance to be able to learn how to be more accommodating. And I'd have to say, I think, it's given me a lot of chances to be a better host and be a better conversational partner, Let's see, you both are lovable dorks and today was fun, even if it was a touchy subject. Thank you! And I hope it was very insightful for you all. I hope you all will stay safe out there. Oh yeah, gifted memberships are new. I think Jared mentioned in the chat that, they didn't know if I was about to say gifted subs again. Gifted memberships was a thing. It's actually new. They're rolling it out slowly. Yeah. Hamsterling, thank you so much for the super chat. And Chunky, thank you so much for the dono. Bonus fun, thank you. Rita and Yura, you two are awesome and beautiful VTubers. I'm very grateful that we have you two in Prism Project. Thank you. Rita and Yura, love all the way. Let's make fantastic memories to enjoy. Ikuzo! Let's not forget Rinland and Julius too. All three are cute too. Thank you. Our little sidekick.
Thank you.
I saw Julius in the chat earlier.
Yeah, nice.
Oh my gosh. And last but not least, Sharon, thank you so much for the donation. Thank you for the comfy talk stream. Prism love. Thank you all so much for joining us for the comfy stream today. I hope you had lots of fun. Whether you're lurking or chatting, you're leaving a comment section down below, you're on Twitter, TikTok, Reddit, etc. And Kusachama, thank you so much for the super chat. I hope you enjoy trying out the Jojo pose. If it works, let me know what you all think in the comments. I want to see. I want someone to do like an experiment. Like do a control group. Like grab a few of your friends to be the judges. Have a control group where you just walk and then try out like the NPC walk. Try out different NPC walks, maybe from different video games. And then try out the Jojo poses. And no worries, Matt. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you slept well and thank you for the super chat. But yes, let me know how the experiments go. I'm really tempted to see how it goes and which way is the best way. But let's go ahead and thank today's RKNGL Radio sponsors. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
A huge shout out to the Professor Jamal Foundation, the Nana Hoshinana Group, the Umberall Charity, what else? The Kektor Organization, and last but not least, the Demon Warrior Association. Thank you all so much to today's sponsors, and thank you to all the viewers of RKNGL Radio. It would not be possible without viewers like you. Thank you!
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you.
And is there anything else you'd like to share with everyone before we sign off today? And Ren, thank you so much for the super chat. Yuna, you're a furry? Ren says
no. No. I have no comment.
Thank you for the
I refuse to take any comments for now.
Okay, so sorry, paparazzi, we're not taking comments at the moment. You'll have to get your information elsewhere. You're not gonna get a scoop here today.
Yep.
But anything else you want to say to everyone before we sign off for today?
Thank you for always being so nice to Rita-senpai.
And thank you all for being so nice to Yura as well. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for joining us today, Miss Wonderful, Amazing, Lovely Yura Bikuro. And as always, I'm the idol to give you the wings to fly, Cyber Angel Rita Kamishiro, at your service. Bye!
Bye!
Thank you!
Bye.
Bye-bye. Hello, welcome to the secret ending. And this time we have Yura. Next week, I'm going to be knocking out more of my charity stream goals. We have the Ghost Pepper Q&A. I'll open up my Marshmallow once again to start collecting that sometime this week. We're also going to continue Omori. We unlocked a new place in the game. We'll also have a members only Genshin this month. And then I'll be doing an anime themed workout.
Workout!
Yeah,
Nice!
before I dive into my Ring Fit adventure 5K. So it's a good thing we talked about working out, Yura.
I realized more Prism girls are doing workouts on streams now. Nice.
Surely we were all inspired by your wonderful workouts. So I hope you can watch over us. The Prism Project.
I'll silently judge. I'll just silently judge.
Our Prism Project personal trainer, if you will. And with that, thank you all so much for stopping by, and we'll see you all soon. Bye!